You're probably wondering where we are, aren't you? Unfortunately, there's not enough time for me to explain it to you now. Once you're able to strike down Ganon with the item you obtain in this castle, all will be made clear to you. Trust in my words. See what awaits you in the castle. Hey guys, my name is The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD is the game. In the last episode, we took on Godin, the tower of the boss of the gods, the boss of the Tower of the Gods, and we defeated the dungeon, and then we came down here to this mysterious place below the waves. We're underneath the ocean right now, in some sort of old kingdom. You can only guess at what this is. I'm not going to, I guess, kind of explicitly say it until we get confirmation, but I think we all know where we are. And I've got to say that this is just really, really, really cool. If you look around, it seems like, and your first indication of this is looking right here, that time is kind of at a standstill. So the water's rippling around us, so we're able to make movement in the water, that's good. But if you come right over here, and I find this really amusing, Link gets pushed by the non-moving water. Yeah. And you can just keep doing this over and over again. And if you get it right. Yeah. So you can have some fun with that. So, interesting. Really interesting. I kind of want to get out my telescope right here, kind of like look around a little bit. Let's see, let's kind of look through here. Yeah, so there's some cliffs over there in the background, an area we can't get to, but yeah, here we are on this castle. And we know what that is. Well, anyways, without further ado, let's go see what awaits us in the castle like the King of Red Lions told us to do. Yeah, it is dead silent in here. Time is frozen, and there are enemies everywhere. And only destruction too. You can see that stone is kind of shattered around. There's pillars that are broken down. There's dark nuts and moblins, the two most powerful enemies we've come across thus far. And they're just ravaging the place. I mean, everything is just absolutely destroyed. All right, Link. I'll need you to listen to me for a moment. The item you seek is hidden somewhere in this castle. To find it, you must find the entrance to find the basement. Or you must find the entrance to the basement. But that entrance has been blocked by a mighty threshold, firmly sealed to prevent evil from ever gaining access. Do you know where to search and what you must do to open the hidden way? You will find a clue in the shape of the heraldry near where we arrived at the castle. Yeah, so that's your hint that to access the basement, we have to do something with the Triforce. And if you look on the ground over here, there's a Triforce in the ground, and there are little, I guess, triangular blocks. Not blocks isn't the right word, but triangular shapes that we can move into place. So the puzzle here is to get these to go onto the triangles and to complete the Triforce. So spin that around. There you go, we got one of them. This really isn't that difficult of a puzzle. You just kind of have to keep spinning it around until they fit and fit over and don't sidle. You grab the ledge you want, grab the corner you want to move. I guess that makes any sense, that you want to not be the one pivoting, but the one that's gonna be swinging around. So I'm gonna grab on this side. Nope. We gotta grab right here and swing that in. There you go. We have one more. Okay. Here we go. pretty cool. And the Triforce keeps glowing right here, which also looks just awesome. Yes, it's like going in and out of yellow and golden. It just looks really cool. Actually, now it's kind of green. Is it like going through different colors? No, okay, or is it? Yeah, it's more green earlier than I thought it was. More green now than I thought it was earlier is what I was trying to say. Okay, now I'm imagining things. Well, I'm gonna stare and look at this for a second. Okay, no, I'm just imagining things, but yeah. Anyways, let's go down the path that was opened. This should supposedly lead to the item that's been protected. The one that the King of Red Lions is talking about. Okay. Let's make our way down the stairs. And we know what's coming. Excellent, Link. To perceive such a puzzle and decipher it is no small feat. Sure. Now take the sword that lies before you. It is none other than the Master Sword, the blade of evil's bane. It is the only sword that can banish Ganon from the world above. Okay, let's get it. You got the Master Sword, the legendary blade with the power to repel evil, once wielded by the legendary hero himself. Yeah, we got the Master Sword. Here we are, episode 32, I believe, and yeah, we already got it. Pretty cool. So, let's take a moment to look around a little bit and just kind of admire this room. Well, first of all, we have these statues over here that put their swords down on us whenever we got the Master Sword. And if you look around, you're gonna see some really nice glass work. Right over here, we have the Triforce, of course. And if you look more closely at these, you will recognize them as the sages from Ocarina of Time. So nice reference there for sure. So yeah, you can just kind of go and look at them all now in HD. And some of the frames just kind of continue telling the story of what happened long ago. And this is just a really pretty artwork for sure. Yep, there's that one and the Triforce once again. So yeah, and surrounding this area here is, I guess, just water that's kind of surrounding everything, and it's really nice. And also on the ground, it looks like we have people kind of worshiping towards the center. It looks like bowing, or at least, or prostrating. Yeah. So cool design for sure. And I want to be quiet for the music. Okay, so now that we're coming up here, the basement will be sealed, and we are effectively surrounded by the toughest enemies in the game. Yeah, so definitely take your time and be careful when you're going through this. you can easily die here if you're not careful. There are a ton of moblins and a ton of dark nuts. We're going to want to be getting the spoils from these guys. So make sure that your, almost said boomerang, but I guess that too, but make sure that your grappling hook is handy so that you're able to grab whatever spoilers they have. In the case of the moblins, the skull necklaces, and especially in the case of the dark nuts, the knight's crest, you're going to want to have those. And you might notice that the enemies are going down a little bit faster now. So that moblin went a lot quicker than he normally would have, because we now have the Master Sword, which deals more damage than the regular sword. Pretty cool. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to kind of cut the little segments throughout as I'm going throughout here and killing these guys. Segments like when I come across something that I think is interesting or worth showing. I think me killing the enemies over and over and over again would get kind of boring. So I'm not going to make you guys sit through all of that. Instead, well, I do want to show off me taking on this guy right here. Did you really not think to turn around to see what had taken the armor off of you? I want to take this guy out right here because I want to show, I guess, kind of how quickly he gets taken out with the Master Sword. Oh, and here's like the martial arts attacks that I was talking about earlier. Oh no. Okay, I'm trying to do. You need to do a reaction command to take off his helmet so you can then get his knight's crest. So I'm trying to do that. There you go. And now that that's taken off, let's use the grappling hook. Oh, his shield as well. Come on, dude. Oh, wow. Nearly knocked me off the ledge here. Too much is going on. That's the thing. Oh, shoot. Shoot. That's the thing is it's really easy to just kind of get caught up in the chaos. So it's good to just kind of lead them off so you can take them out one by one, but it's obviously going to be kind of hard here. Easier said than done. Come on, I just want your knight's crest. Just want your knight's crest, dude. Okay, good. The other, I love how the moblin pinned him down. Uh-oh. So I could grab the knight's crest, but I don't think I did. Shoot. Or did I? Let's see, is he still wearing it? Can you leave me alone, please? Okay, you've asked for it. There you go. Okay, yeah, as I was saying, it might be better just kind of sneak up behind them after the fact, after you knock off their helmet. And yeah, I apparently had already gotten the Knight's Crest, but yeah, you can see how many hearts that I lost from just all that. So, I mean, definitely be careful here. Ooh, that's cool. Knock him below, let his friend see what happened since he messed with us. And again, I'm gonna be quiet and kind of like let you guys listen to the music some more. Yeah, pretty cool. Let's see, I do have a fairy, right? Oh, I don't have a fairy, wow. Okay, well, let's be careful. And the reason why I don't have a fairy is because I mentioned in the last episode that recording again kind of messed up. So even though you saw me grab a fairy in the last episode, I don't actually have one. It's kind of a long story. And if you look up here, you'll see what appears to be members of, well, there's Princess Zelda, obviously there in the middle, but I guess like members of the staff for the castle, you know? Maybe that's her advisor to her right, and some other people to her left and behind her. I'm not sure exactly who, but yeah, I guess those are the people who serve the royal family and Princess Zelda herself. Yeah, so pretty cool picture there. Also, another thing that I want to mention, just strategy-wise, when you're doing the reaction command, it's not luck when it comes to like whether you do the overhead or the around the side reaction. If you tilt the analog stick slightly forward when you press A, you will be able to go above. If you tilt it to the left or the right, you'll go around. Not always, but some of the time. I guess if you do it correctly, it should work. Yep, right there I tilted above, and I went above instead of going off to the side. I believe I'm not wrong in saying that. Although that time it didn't work. I don't know, I'm pretty sure. I think I'm just doing it wrong. I don't think I tilted it perfectly forward. Okay, yeah, that time I did it forward and it worked. I guess, like, if you tilt it slightly forward, ooh, did I get it from you? I think I did. If you tilt it slightly forward, then it'll work. Don't tilt too much, or it might think you're trying to go to the left or the right. It's very picky. And also, again, I believe I've already said this, but kind of like, leading them off to the side. Don't try to take on like 4 at once. It's not gonna go well. Try just to grab the attention of 1 or 2, and then see how it goes. Wow, but I'm surprised they're still following me from that far away. Wow, they have really good eyesight. Yeah, if you tilt the analog stick slightly forward, you're set to do the above attack. Oh, and if you try to come near the exits, that'll happen. That's why we had to defeat all the enemies, so we could get that barrier to go away, so we could actually get out of here. So we're no longer trapped. Well, we've taken on all of them. Oh, we have over 2,000 rupees now, cool. Sweet. So, also another thing that I failed to acknowledge was the statue right here in the middle. Yeah, that's a Hero of Time right there. Pretty cool. And that's the sword that he held, and if you look at the sword, it looks slightly different than ours does. It's a really important key detail. If you look at the side of the sword, of our sword, it doesn't go out as far as his does. But apparently it's the exact same sword, so why is it different now? Key question right there. Another thing that I failed to point out is right up here there's another picture. We can only assume that that is the King of Hyrule. Pretty cool. Looks kind of familiar, doesn't he? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. And yeah, it's just the architecture of this place is really pretty. Looks like a flower up there, kinda. Like that design is what that looks like. More Triforces all around. Like a lion holding a sword. Cool. And yeah, just the pillars are nice, and the torches on all the sides are also really cool. It adds the look. I like it. And let's try to go out this way. Not the way we came in, but let's see what this leads to. Pretty darn cool, am I right? We have this really big bridge, and who knows what we could explore beyond there in the land below the ocean. We can look out to the sides here too, and we unfortunately can't climb up right here. Otherwise we might try to jump off the ledge, I suppose. Yeah, and down below there's a river and just a big vast area out there to explore. I used to wonder like what is out there when I was a kid. Now I know there's nothing out there, But yeah, it's a really cool feeling. And you might say, great, let's go explore. Yep. Invisible wall you can't get past appears, and if you look, it is actually surrounding all of Hyrule Castle. Pretty insane. It doesn't actually deal you any damage running into the wall, but it just kind of throws you back, and it looks as if it does deal you damage. But yeah, you can't get beyond this point. Pretty wild. And there is the castle in all of its glory. Well, now that we've done that, let us go back to the King of our Alliance and see what he has to say. But I just gotta say again, I think this portion of the game is so cool. Just the feeling you get of coming down here, and I guess seeing the destruction that took place, and going back to the prologue at the beginning of the game, kind of like the little backstory that we got for Wind Waker. The Hero of Time never came, despite Ganon coming over Hyrule and spreading destruction everywhere. And this is Hyrule Castle, and we can see what has happened. And it probably would have been much worse had time not been frozen. So who knows what really happened, and why Hyrule is below the ocean, and why time is frozen. Or was frozen, I should say. Anyways, hello. At long last, the preparations are complete. You must return to me so that we can return by the same path that brought us here. The time has come to save your sister from her prison in the Forsaken Fortress. Hurry, Link. It is about time. So, we're getting things off there. Next time, let's play The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Actually, I've got to be honest, we're not actually going to go save our sister in the next one. Instead, we're going to do some more side quest stuff for a little while. And then we're going to go save our sister, because, priorities. Thank you to my patrons, William, Nintendo Black Crisis, Joseph from Joe Bro Show, Drew Haddad, Twilight, and Grant Spector. I've been Kimbrani. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys back here next time. Goodbye, guys.